Dispute settlement in international trade, mechanisms, importance, and challenges. International trade is the backbone of the global economy, connecting producers, consumers, and markets across borders. However, as trade grows, so do disputes. Conflicts may arise over tariffs, quotas, intellectual property rights, subsidies, or violations of trade agreements. To maintain fairness, trust, and stability, an effective dispute settlement system is crucial. This article explores the mechanisms, importance, and challenges of dispute settlement in international trade. A trade dispute occurs when one country believes another country's trade policies or actions are violating international trade agreements or harming its economic interests. Common causes include unfair tariffs or duties, excessive taxes on imports or exports, trade barriers, quotas, bans or restrictions that limit market access, subsidies, government support for domestic industries that distort competition, intellectual property violations, copyright or patent infringement affecting global businesses. Dumping allegations. Selling goods below production cost to capture markets. Trade disputes can have significant consequences if left unresolved, including trade wars, economic retaliation, and global market instability. The World Trade Organization, WTO, plays a central role in dispute settlement. Its dispute settlement understanding, DSU, is considered the most structured and rules-based system in the world. The process typically involves consultations. Countries first attempt to resolve the issue through dialogue, panel formation. If consultations fail, a panel of trade experts is formed to review the case. Panel report. The panel issues a report with recommendations. Appeal process. Parties may appeal to the WTO appellate body for review. Implementation. The losing party must comply with the ruling or face possible sanctions. This system promotes predictability, reduces the risk of trade wars, and ensures that international trade remains rules-based rather than power-based. In addition to the WTO, many free trade agreements, FTAs, and regional trade blocs have their own dispute settlement mechanisms. Examples include NAFTA, USMCA dispute settlement panels, resolving issues between the US, Canada, and Mexico, European Union, EU, Court of Justice, handling internal market disputes, ASEAN dispute settlement mechanism for trade conflicts in Southeast Asia. These systems often focus on faster, region-specific solutions compared to the more formal WTO process. Effective dispute settlement is critical because it maintains trust, encourages countries to respect international trade rules, prevents escalation, stops disputes from turning into full-scale trade wars, promotes fairness, protects smaller economies from the dominance of larger nations, ensures stability, keeps global markets predictable and transparent, encourages investment. Businesses invest more when trade rules are enforced fairly. Despite its strengths, the system faces several challenges. WTO appellate body crisis. The body has been paralyzed in recent years due to lack of judges, delaying final rulings. Geopolitical tensions. Major powers sometimes bypass multilateral mechanisms and prefer unilateral actions. Enforcement issues. Compliance with rulings can be slow, and sanctions may not always be effective. Evolving trade issues. Digital trade, climate-related policies, and AI-driven industries are creating new types of disputes that existing rules struggle to address. For dispute settlement to remain effective, reforms are necessary. These include reviving the WTO appellate body, speeding up resolution timelines, and updating trade rules for the digital economy. Greater cooperation between nations and respect for multilateralism will be essential to ensure a fair and efficient global trading system. Dispute settlement is the cornerstone of a stable international trading system. It allows countries to resolve disagreements peacefully, prevents economic conflicts from escalating, and strengthens confidence in global commerce. As international trade becomes more complex, improving and modernizing dispute settlement mechanisms will be key to maintaining a fair, rules-based trading order.